the season a year ago. So DePaul in their road blue jerseys and Texas A&M in their home whites, and we are set for tip on Gary Blair Court here in Bryan College Station. The Aggies will have the first possession. Texas A&M trying to get their offense back in gear after scoring just 47 in their last outing against the always tough defensive club from Virginia.
First possession, 2-3 zone. That's almost not allowed, shouldn't it? Your first possession.
Well, it worked for DePaul. They get the rebound into the hands of Elijah Fisher, and they'll start down the floor behind this lineup. Chico Carter, SEC fans might remember him. South Carolina veteran transfer. Fisher, Murphy, Nelson, and Oden on the floor for the Blue Demons.
One of the challenges for this lineup for Texas A&M, the two bigs are going to have to guard out on the floor.
Rebound into the hands of Wildens Levesque, who gets the start tonight. The 6'10 transfer also is from South Carolina by way of UMass. Underneath, that one is flushed home by Henry Coleman III, having a heck of a year, averaging over 14 a game.
Yeah, it's not the last time we're going to see that combination tonight in terms of Taylor to Coleman.
A&M on the year averaging 75 points a game, giving up 68. DePaul averaging 71 points a game. Problem is they're giving up almost 79 a game. That one no good from Fisher. Second opportunity for DePaul, but they can't hang on to the basketball.
And one of the challenges for this DePaul team has been on the glass. And they really don't have a starting center. They almost play 3 guards, 2 forwards. They don't have anybody with more than 5 rebounds per game. What a start for A&M, though.
Wade Taylor knocking home the 3, a 25% three-point shooter on the year. That's his 14th. Good to see that after a 2 for 10 performance against Virginia.
5%. Now remember, these two teams played a year ago. And Taylor was in a completely different role. He had 21 points and 6 steals, but he did that off the bench.
Well, he is not coming off the bench now. He is their dude.
As a matter of fact, he doesn't go to the bench.
Right. Up and under move for Deshaun Nelson, averaging double figures. A Kilgore Junior College transfer, his second year at DePaul.
That's what Buzz Williams talked to us about today. DePaul's, a big concern of his, DePaul's ability to get to the rim off the bounce.
Jace Carter out of the corner, his 5th 3 of the year. He's been struggling from behind the arc as well. Just a 17% shooter from behind the three-point line.
Love the inside-out action, though, offensively. There are 2 ways to beat a zone, Dave. You either shoot a team out or you rebound them out.
To the paint, and they kick it out. Chico Carter knocks it home. Boy, Chico, his career, he's always shot the ball well. He's up over 40% now from behind the arc. Right back comes Carter, and that one rattles around and in.
Wow. Just 4 for 23 entering tonight's game.
A little bit of a shock because he's an electric shooter. Made 53 threes a year ago, did Jace Carter. Step back from Chico Carter. That won't go. Long rebound out into the hands of Henry Coleman. Cross-court pass in the corner. Carter pulls up again. Rebound Coleman. And that's what A&M does. They average 18 offensive rebounds a game. That is tops in Division I.
You better put a body on Henry Coleman.
13-5 out of the gates. Texas A&M out in front. This is the start that Buzz Williams was certainly looking for after a week off and a loss to Virginia.
You're saying there were some intense practices?
That might be an understatement. Anderson Garcia knocks home a 3.
Oh my God, he has not made a 3 and has only attempted 2 on the year. Aggies shooting lights out early.
4 out of 5 from behind the arc, and we haven't even gotten to our first media timeout. Boy, Tony Stubblefield talked about his team has to play better defensive basketball, and they have not gotten off to a good start tonight on the road. Another rebound by Coleman. Here's Hefner.
I like the decision by Hefner there. Probe early in transition. If you do not have anything, set up your half-court Taylor the fourth, and you better get a handle on Henry Coleman.
Had 5 double-doubles in each of his last 2 seasons, already with 4 this year. And off the inbounds, the throwdown from Anderson Garcia.
Well, if Garcia wasn't called for hanging on the rim, I don't know what hanging on the rim is.
A&M is now 7 out of 9 from the field to start the game, 4 out of 5 from behind the arc. Corner 3 on the way, and that one is short from KT Ramey. Another opportunity, though, and this one is buried. So finally, DePaul getting a perimeter shot to drop as Chico Carter knocks down his second field goal of the game.
So many times the best three-point shots come after offensive rebounds. That was no exception.
Again, no Tyrese Booch Radford tonight, still unavailable for Texas A&M. And a foul on the way to the basket. That's going to go against
off-the-ball action. That's the beauty of Boots Radford that the Aggies are missing right now, and Hefner's trying to pick up
bounds a game. He has started every game this year. A rebound off the missed free throw into the hands of DePaul. They are down 11 here, 13:52 to go, opening half. Wide open. Abbas, the young man from Nigeria.
Yeah, but I like the attack mentality against that three-quarter press. Now, this is too easy.
Basket.
Yeah, exactly.
A&M's offense is clicking tonight. And a block up, not having Julius Marble on the floor this year as of yet. Now, the last couple of games, you haven't seen Boots Radford. He's still trying to figure out his best rotations. Guys getting some minutes that maybe later in the year might not get those minutes. They're going to... So that class of 2023 then reclassified is still a top 50 player. That one won't go. Missed them both.
Dave, you mentioned all the three-point shooting for the Aggies. They are dead last in the league in three-point percentage, and they only make 6 a game, and they've already made 4 here in the first 7 minutes.
Wonder if Buzz had a lot of shooting drills over the last 7 days. They'll try another one.
Oh,
perfect. Jace Carter buries another one, his 3rd of the first half. Say it again. He was 4 of 23 coming into this game from behind the line.
Yeah, he's only been in double figures 1 time.
And he sits on 9 right now.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's going to get his number 2 tonight.
That'll be a trip against a loss to Iowa State. They gave up 99 in that game. Lost 99 to 80. Meanwhile,
yeah,
Texas A&M just last weekend beat Iowa State 73-69.
Offense has not been the Blue Demons' problem. It's been getting stops and getting on the glass.
Jeremiah Oden knocking home the 3. Right back come the Aggies, and Wade Taylor answers with it. This is crazy. 6 3-pointers with 11:55 to go in the first half.
Okay, they've got their average.
Another 3 on the way. Deshaun Nelson can't get it to go. A rebound to Garcia.
Now, DePaul does have some three-point shooters with some nasty percentages. Carter at 47%, Ramey at 46, Carter at 39, 13 at the free throw line. That's what he gives you as kind of a undersized 3, a bigger 2, a guy who can be versatile in terms of impacting a game.
Second team preseason all SEC, and certainly the combination of Radford and Wade Taylor would be up there among the best backcourts in the country.
And old, experienced.
Yeah. 17-point advantage.
Yeah, they got to try and figure a way to get the fight back in the middle of the ring.
Nice pass underneath. Good start there with Deshaun Nelson with the throwdown.
Yeah, I like the creativity of Henley getting feet in the paint.
Deep three from Taylor. Rips the net again. That's the 7th three of the first half.
What is the name of these plays? Let it fly? I mean, that's all it is. Dribble down and let it fly.
Well, it's working. And if they're going down, Jace Carter has 3 of those. Matter of fact, for Jace, he made 5 3-pointers 3 times at UIC, Illinois Chicago. It's his first multi-3-point game here with the Aggies. Well, that one misses everything. That was the old heat check. Corner 3 on the way from Ramey, and he rips it.
Well, the good news for if you're a DePaul fan, you can score in bunches because they do have such a serious three-point threat. 38% from bonus land as a team. That is 3rd best in the Big East.
What physical drive in the basket there from Manny Obaseki.
Well, that's kind of Obaseki's game, kind of a slasher. Get to the rim, be physical.
Pull-up jumper is good from Chico Carter, who they're leaning on a great deal without Jalen Terry, who was supposed to be their starting point guard, out with an injured ankle. So Chico's kind of moved into that point guard role and really leaning on him and relying on him for a lot of things.
Having a great year, but as Tony Stubblefield told us, because of the injuries, the issues at DePaul, he's having to play a lot of minutes. Blue Demons back to the zone. Undefeated in the SEC along with Ole Miss, and I don't know that anybody had that on their bingo card on December 6th, that Ole Miss and South Carolina would be the 2 remaining.
And there's South Carolina and Ole Miss with perfect records. Go figure. Crazy. That's why we play the games. Don't tell that to Florida State, though. And count the basket, goaltending.
Take another look. I thought this was an easy call after the drive. Well, now that I see it the second time, I'm not sure the ball got hit.
Aggies will take it. Token pressure from Texas A&M. And a kick basketball from Jace Carter.
In terms of hitting the rim or slapping the backboard with the ball around the rim.
It's obvious Texas A&M glad to be back home in Reed Arena tonight. The circus shot won't go down for Jaden Henley. Another opportunity, deep 3 on the way, and that's going to be a foul on the shooter. So Chico coming off 14 points against Iowa State
a year ago.
Texas A&M shooting 78% from the field. They're 14 out of 18. DePaul's not shooting it poorly. They're 50%, 8 out of 16. Carter's 3 no good after a hot start. He's missed his last 2. Loose ball on the deck. You know, this Texas A&M club, Mark, is obviously really good at home. 15-1 last year inside Reed Arena. This club learned a lot about themselves in the non-conference a year ago. They just took some lumps along the way. They were 6-5 at one point. Oh, my, what a dunk. Elijah Fisher with the throwdown.
I love that backdoor action in terms of setting something up to take away the pressure on the ball. Now the threes might be coming a little quick. Watch out.
Aggies will back it up with Garcia. Now to Wade Taylor. Taylor, the preseason SEC Player of the Year. Pull up three, and that one misses everything. There's Garcia. I don't know if the ball hit the rim or not. Doesn't matter as Jace Carter lays it in off the window.
What a pass by Garcia. I think both teams are trying to catch their breath.
Hefner with that rebound. In a timeout window. Wade Taylor has that shot rejected. Hefner is there to kick it out. Coleman spins. That shot's blocked. We'll try it again. That won't go. Another opportunity for the Aggies. They'll reset here. Taylor. And there's a foul as Garcia goes to the rim. 15. If you're DePaul, you're shooting 50%. You only have 3 turnovers and you're down 15.
A&M making 7 threes in the first 13+ minutes.
Things have somewhat calmed down, but you got to protect the backboard if you're DePaul. There's Henry Coleman with another putback.
Now, again, you've got to put a body on Coleman, especially in a free throw situation. That's almost like a backwards and one.
Carter, good ball fake, step back threes, no good. A rebound to Garcia.
I like that possession schematically, Dave, because the ball went back to the open spot where it started, and that happens so many times.
Hefner. Garcia, good ball fake, kicks it to Hefner. Corner 3. He's in on the action.
Yeah, over half of his shots are from deep. He's got the best three-point percentage on the team at 39.
Largest lead of the game. ATN tied up by Garcia.
There's the hard double, yep. Threes, ball fake becomes important. The ball fake, feet in the paint, kick out same side corner 3, and Hefner makes them pay.
Yeah, we got some big boys. Doug Schaus, Joe Lindsey, Jeffrey Clark. Missed another one. Carter, 2 out of 5 at the line. Oh, how about the George Gervin finger roll from Manny Obaseki.
Did you see that sort of like NBA move in terms of showing the ball out in front by Obaseki?
Coleman gets in the way. Here's Taylor.
Yeah, poor spacing offensively that time by the Blue Demons. Everybody was in the paint.
Hefner catch and shoot, and another 3. Coach with Buzz Williams at UT Arlington back in the late 90s when they were there under Eddie McCarter.
This little three-quarter press that the Aggies like to run, it's really not designed to create turnovers, even walk it up and call your play. So you have to work to get it in the front court. By the time you get it in the front court, maybe you're starting with 22 instead of 25. Then by the time you get organized, maybe you're at 18. And then by the time your first option doesn't work, you're at 6 on the shot clock, and then panic sets in. That's what I mean by an analytical press.
Hefner, a couple of threes here in the first half. Takes it inside, goes left hand off the window, and a friendly roll off the iron.
Boy, the offensive output tonight from different guys, whether you're talking about Hefner or Carter, some guys that have struggled in recent games. You know, Hefner was just 1 for 9 at UVA.
Take it away. Obaseki up ahead to Taylor. Little run out. Coleman lays it up and in.
Yeah, just too easy, even in transition. No resistance by the visitors right now. That baseline they've gone to the baseline several times, and there's nothing good down there. You get doubled, you have nowhere to go, pick up your dribble.
Caleb Murphy, nice bounce pass underneath to Elijah Fisher, and a foul against 6'8", 245. How about this? He was a baseball player in high school. Imagine him stepping into the batter's box. Burbage Assembly Center, 1:30 Eastern, 12:30 Central. This game is the first of a home-and-home series with the Wildcats. They'll play in Manhattan next season. LSU trying to get it going. It has been a tough start for the Tigers.
You know, once that ball goes to the free throw line against the 2-3 zone, good things happen. And Coleman's been really good at
Two minutes to go before halftime. Bryce Lindsey. Long rebound. And a foul on Lindsey.
Seems like everybody has at least 5, 6, 7, 8 newbies.
I do like the term newbies. Let's go with it. And here's a look at some of those freshman faces. Probably see a few of those folks before the night's over. So far, Lindsey getting the most action for Texas A&M.
So see 15 White, Henry Coleman just kind of hanging out in the free throw line area.
And the three-pointers continue to rain down here at Reed Arena. Up to 10. Loose basketball out to Chico Carter. A little up and under, trying to draw a little contact. Hit the deck, count the basket for Chico. He'll head back and play a little defense.
Well, that Aggie stingy defense has really sped DePaul up in the half court.
Five different Aggies have hit a three here in the opening half. Aggies 9 for DePaul.
I know they got in a rut of maybe 2 or 3 really rush threes, but their looks have been really good.
Came in shooting less than 30% from behind the arc. Nice follow and put back by Wildens Levesque.
Yeah, one big goes to the rack, the other cleans it up.
Under 10 seconds. Nice cut by Carter, and he's fouled by the throws. Does have 3 assists tonight. Gets that one to go down in the first half with 65 against Grambling in 06. They scored 60 in 02 against UL Monroe.
Plenty of time after the violation, the lane violation. Plenty of time to go coast to coast here.
Taylor picks it up. Hefner, a little ball fake. Corner three from Carter. Got it. Wouldn't you know it?
1 point.
37 shot attempts in the first half for Texas A&M. They held DePaul to just 20 field goal attempts. DePaul did make half of those, though. As we start the second half, Hefner throws it off the backboard. Another offensive rebound and put back. Wilden's Levesque getting the job done. Wilden's came in averaging 2.5 points a game. Wilden has 4 now.
Well, we chronicled DePaul's rebounding struggles. They really are not built to be a real good rebounding team. They don't have that big wide body inside that can get them 6, 7, 8 rebounds a night.
Henry Coleman for Texas A&M, 1 rebound away from a double-double, 11 points and 9 rebounds. By the way, how about Luka Doncic tonight for Dallas Mavericks? Had a triple-double in the first half. Oh. Boy, I tell you what, Wade Taylor, folks, if you just watch number 4 move, I mean, he just sees and feels the game like other people don't.
Yeah, it's a great point by you, because I mentioned in the open, he's a what do you need guy, and I'll deliver it.
There, needs a rebound, gets one.
Yes.
Carter left wide open, and Jace can't get that one to go off.
I was watching Memphis VCU. That game went in overtime. The South Carolina Clemson game went down to the wire. Caitlin Clark got her 3,000th point tonight. She had 35. Check this out. Iowa in that win at Iowa State, they only got 67 points. Clark had 35 of them.
She's amazing. The first player, men or women, to have 3,000 points, 750 rebounds, and 750 assists in a career. (64-32) as Texas A&M has doubled up the Blue Demons. Here's Taylor. Nice pass. Levesque had it stripped out of his hands. Good defense from DePaul. Back the other way. Here's Chico Carter. It'll belong to DePaul.
And what I mean by that, he's not afraid to take the big shot if it's needed in the moment. He's not afraid to make the defensive play in the moment that you need. Those kind of guys are really rare. Guys that not only want the moment to come to them, but then can deliver.
Yeah, he's a heck of a player. Preseason player of the year in the SEC, 3rd in the conference in scoring last year. Led the SEC in free throws made. Shot a school record 87% at the free throw line last season. So DePaul gets on the board. I mean, offensively, you said it early on, offense is not their problem.
No.
It's on this
conference.
Garcia with 9 points tonight. Anderson, the young man out of the Dominican Republic, started his collegiate career at Mississippi State. Spent a couple of years there, now in his 2nd season with the Aggies. Chico Carter. Little stutter step floater in the lane is good.
Yeah, I like that. Under control, play off 2 feet.
Wade Taylor, step back 3. We have a toe on the line. They're going to say that's a 2.
That is nasty, though. Create enough separation so that you can operate in that step-back mentality.
They're going to give Taylor credit for that three-pointer a moment ago. Looked like he had a toe on the line, but they gave him the three.
I bet they look at it, though, at the break, Dave.
Yeah.
European events, they lost to FAU in a sensational game, but they've played a couple of true road games, and they've got one more coming up in their next game at Memphis. And on Selection Sunday, everybody's kind of freaked out about the net in terms of the numbers right now. Relax, folks. It will level out. You don't have to worry. You don't have to be good right now in terms of your net ranking. But what I like is these road wins. The committee always asks these three questions on Selection Sunday. Who did you play? So strength of schedule. Who did you beat? Quality wins. And where did you beat them? You get bonus points for road wins.
So a good start for A&M. I don't think there will be, unless there's just a catastrophe along the way. But you can't overlook where Buzz has taken this program the last 2 years, 25 or more wins. I mean, it really is a remarkable turnaround.
Remember last year, Dave, about this time, A&M was going nowhere. And they kind of blew up their offense and reconstructed their offense, put the ball in Wade Taylor's hands as you take a look at what they did last year, especially being undefeated in conference play here at home. Getting to the free throw line a lot, but because of that adjustment, they took off. Easily flipped them. Of course, I thought they would have Radford and Marble when I made that selection. So, yeah, they need to get Radford back. There's no question about that. We don't know when that's going to happen. This Aggie team is built to give people trouble, just like they did a year ago.
Yeah, not having Boots Radford against Virginia in their last game. That's a game where you desperately want some offense. Nice corner three from Chico Carter. But basically no update on when Radford will be available. Here's Wade Taylor. Obaseki with a nice pass inside to Hefner. Hefner was lined up. He was towing the line. He was, give me the basketball.
Yes.
We'll have to wait. Wade Taylor now will back it out. Shot clock now under 10 seconds. Obaseki. Hefner fall away. Shot clock winding down. Gets it to go.
That's just great shot clock awareness.
Henley lost it to the Aggies. Taylor kicks it back. Solomon Washington will give it back to Taylor. Stripped away. Hefner gets it. 7 on the shot clock.
Back to back, maybe?
It'll belong to DePaul. Sean Nelson rips the net.
Yeah, not really known as a three-point shooter, just 4 for 13 entering the game. But he's been good lately. In the last 2 games, he had 15 against San Francisco, 23 against Northern Illinois.
Washington keeps it alive. DePaul shooting
threes. It'll be they just made their first turnover of the game.
Yeah, happened just under the 13-minute mark. Just 1 turnover.
That's too easy.
And he missed it. Easy
to run what you called out of the timeout. Great execution, great shot selection. Just didn't go in.
DePaul's lost 4 straight. They're only winning at South Dakota. Back on November 14th, won that one by a dozen. Lost to South Carolina, San Francisco, NIU, and Iowa State in their last outing.
And here's DePaul going down the floor for the first time. Full court press. Going to be hard to press Wade Taylor.
And that 21 jersey, or excuse me, that 0 jersey.
Elevator play.
Washington. Here's Jace. To Taylor. Shot clock in single digits. Obaseki lines it up and knocks it home. Everybody feeling it. Obaseki, a 27% shooter behind the arc.
And we are now officially on school record watch. That's 13, the school record 16.
That was set in 2017 against Savannah State. And that won't go.
Played 26 minutes off the bench last year in this game in Chicago.
From the floor, just 1 out of 10 overall. Missed his last 4 3-point attempts before tonight.
All at the line. It's not a big deal in this game, but you're on the road in Knoxville later in the year and it's a 1-possession game. Yeah, it becomes a bad habit.
Aggies beat the press.
Bryce Lindsey getting some valuable minutes as a backup point.
Obaseki. At the logo, a little too strong. Tapped around. That'll fall into the hands of Nelson. He'll get it to Chico Carter. Having a nice evening here at Reed Arena. Taken away by Coleman. Lindsey can't get it to go. Rebound to Nelson. Texas A&M is now shooting just 53% after hovering around 60 most of the night.
They're in a slump.
Up and under by Nelson. Young man out of Toledo, Ohio, averaging 10 points a game. He now has 11.
How about a little role reversal? The big, that time, Henry Coleman, throwing the lob to the little guy, Bryce Lindsey.
Double team in the corner. That'll be knocked out of bounds off of Texas.
To the big. And here's the role reversal. But it's the same finish inside.
Easy basket for Keandre Young, who's putting up some nice numbers here in the last few minutes for DePaul. Couple of rebounds, 4 points. Boy, an easy reverse layup for Henry Coleman.
Yeah, I like the block-to-block screen there to free up Coleman.
4 Aggies in double figures. Chico Carter gets that one to rattle around and through the cylinder, up to 21 points now. That's his 4th 3 of the night.
Again, I talked about DePaul's problems are not on the offensive end. Carter outstanding at 39%. They've got 2 other players that shoot in the 40s from bonus land. So this is a team that can score. I didn't like that pass.
Little run out by the Blue Demons. Score the back. You know, they lost to a rival on the road tonight, but Clemson's a really, really good basketball team this year and going to make some noise in the ACC. So nothing to hang their heads about. Just a great job by Lamont Paris to get that team kind of in a mindset, in a rhythm. I mean, certainly Texas and Oklahoma bringing a little fire to the league next year in terms of the football slate, really across the board.
Another turnover even after taking the timeout.
There's Young again, making the most of his minutes here in the second half.
Yeah, he had only made 1 3 on the year. See, that's a sloppy pass. Bounce pass with no purpose.
Carter, another 3 on the way. That one won't go. That rebound by Wildens Levesque. Kicks it back out. Wide open 3, and it's nailed. How about the afternoon, the evening from Bryce Lindsey getting a lot of minutes?
Yeah, he's going to get more minutes, too. Up to 14 now. School record, 16. Look at how well DePaul has shot the 3 ball.
DePaul's 8 out of 14, 8 out of 15. Rebound, Levesque. So Coleman in that 6'8", 245-pound frame heading to the bench. Taken away. Good defense by Garcia.
Dave, isn't it interesting over the course of time that you and I have covered college basketball, how different out-unders have become? It's almost like advantage defense anymore.
Why is that?
Well, I think people made a bigger emphasis of it early on. I give a lot of credit to Bruce Pearl in terms of this league. He was one of the early guys that kind of turned that into a aggressive mindset, denying.
Boy, when he was at Tennessee, they would put up 10, 15 points. It seemed like a game off inbound steals and scores.
I think
matter of fact, they tracked it. Did they track that in like?
See, I like the way Garcia caught and evaluated before he put the ball on the deck. Everybody wants to catch and dribble.
Obaseki. A little lazy with that pass. Eli. Obaseki to the rim. He's fouled.
All by itself in any official box score now. FD is the category, fouls drawn.
Drew something like 60, mid-60s in fouls drawn last year.
Well, remember, you get a sock if you draw a charge. Buzz is saving money on the socks this year.
Anderson Garcia led the way. He drew a team best 18 charges last year. But yeah, you get your picture. They have a picture. They take a picture of you taking the charge, put it up on the wall for the week, and you get a pair of socks. I've always loved that. Get a pair of socks. Shot clock down to 2, down to 1. Deshaun Nelson. That'll be a shot.
There's also such a thing as defensive patience. It's late clock. Can you be disciplined? That time the Aggies were.
Eli Lawrence in traffic. High off the window, no good. Garcia battling with 3 blue jerseys. And the Blue Demons come out of there with it. Here's Henley. That pass taken away by Lawrence. Aggies shooting 52%, being led by 14 from Jace Carter. Washington, that won't go. Washington still the only Aggie to score tonight. He's 0 for 1, 0 for 2 from the field now with a couple of rebounds.
He needs more shot.
Grabs that rebound. 3.5 to play.
Dave, I know we've seen the last of Wade Taylor tonight, but let me run this by you. He's 4 for 10, 4 of 7 from the arc with 6 assists. And while he was on the floor, and this is not the end-all to be-all stat.
Again, school record for Texas A&M, 16 three-pointers back in 2017. There's 3:07 on the clock. Two things we're going to keep an eye on. Get on the board and avoid being the goose egg, the only goose egg tonight. And will Texas A&M set a school record for threes? Wouldn't it be great if Washington made the record-setting three for his only basket?
I like the way you're thinking.
Just writing the script for us here, the final 3 minutes.
Well, there's a sock.
It's a sock. Yes, sir. Lawrence going to get a fresh pair after the game.
It's so hard to take the charge with the new rules. You've got to be set before the last foot is planted. And Dave, even with that, it's still the hardest call of all.
.258 to play. Yeah, I don't want to make that block charge call. These guys are so big and strong, even in the college game now. I mean, it's...
So you're saying you would be hollering for the trainer?
Yes. And then the next step would be the ambulance. Little step back. That one goes down as it's all working well now for Texas A&M as Jalen Lee, the 6'8 freshman out of Paris, Texas, with his first basket. Oh, how about the tip, follow, and
the contact, finishing. Notice he kept his eyes on the prize. So many times, guys, as they're going to get hit inside, they tend to duck their head, which makes their eyes go down.
Keandre Young came in 1 for 8 from the field, 1 for 7 from behind the arc, but Keandre's 3 of 6 tonight. That free throw gets him into double figures with 10 points. He had scored all of 5. There is Eli Lawrence off the window. That'll be goaltending against Wildens Levesque.
Take another look. I think this is on the way down, late, kind of over the rim. I think that qualified for goaltending on about 3 different levels.
Shot clock at 6. And there is Solomon Washington. Aggies have gotten in the game, and all 11 have scored. 6 players in double figures.
Aggie substitution, for Wildens Levesque.
So Levesque goes to the bench, and Obaseki back on the floor with 1:20 to play. And a try.
That's the side that the A&M defense is designed to make you go. They're good about doubling, eliminating your space.
1 minute remaining, 1 minute.
I don't think we're going to get the record Something tells me we're just not going to see 2 more three-pointers go down. Maybe. Shot clock winding down. Sets
Watch
up
out.
for it. Oh. Aggies now 14 of 31.
What a complete performance, though, Dave, from the get-go.
Texas A&M came into this one having lost 2 of 3, including a tough one to Virginia in their last outing. Took a week off, back home inside Reed Arena where they went 15-1 a year ago. And it has all come together tonight. A fantastic performance. 2 guys